Samsung Galaxy S5 versus Huawei Ascend XT. Let's go. So what is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and welcome to the Samsung Galaxy S5 versus Huawei Ascend XT video comparison. Now, the reason I'm doing this comparison is because a lot of you might be looking for a cheaper Android smartphone, and the Samsung Galaxy S5 is one that I think a lot of people are interested in, as I've done a should you buy a Galaxy S5 in the year of 2016 earlier this year, which did get a lot of likes on that video. But the Huawei Ascend XT is another one of these great budget smartphones that really come in at a cheap price point. I mean, this one is like 99 bucks right now, so definitely cheaper than the S5, but the S5 was a former flagship. So what do you get on the S5? Quick rundown. We do get the Snapdragon 801 CPU that is a octa-core, I believe that's a quad-core CPU as well, and 2 gigabytes of RAM, 16 megapixel camera on the back, as well as a heart rate monitor, and you do have waterproofing as well as a fingerprint scanner. So fully loaded with features here, 2 megapixel on the front, Android 6.0.1, Marshmallow. Over here on the Huawei Ascend XT, you do get a 6-inch screen, Android 6.0.1, Marshmallow, a 8 megapixel camera here, and just a very nice design here. Let's go ahead and boot these guys up in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So we're gonna see which one gets to the home screen first, and we're gonna run a quick app test to see which one is quicker here. And then you guys can kind of decide for yourself which one you like more. Now, you do get an AMOLED screen here, 1920 by 1080p here, with an LCD IPS display here on the Huawei Ascend XT, and that is a 1280 by 720. For the Pixel Patrol people out there, or the people who are looking to know all the pixels per inch, the Samsung Galaxy S5 over here has 401 pixels per inch, and over here we do have a resolution of 1280 by 720 at 244 pixels per inch. So let's go ahead, and you can see the Samsung Galaxy S5 did boot up much faster, but you've seen a little hiccup there. It does have to get a little bit warmed up. This is the older version of Samsung's TouchWiz. So let me go ahead and go into the XT, and the XT is, like I say, it has a 616 octa-core CPU with 2 gigabytes of RAM, and they're clocked in at 1.5 gigahertz, clocked in at 2.5 gigahertz, but don't let the number fool you. That doesn't mean that this phone is slow, but I do think the S5 might be a bit quicker here. But you gotta remember, this is only 99 bucks. This might run you about 200 bucks even here in late 2016. Let's go ahead and close everything out here, and we will begin the speed test. So you can see that the applications are now closed on both devices, and let's see which apps open faster. Let's see which device has the faster speed. Let's go. Let's go ahead and go to the apps that I did have lined up here. Let's go in calendar in 3, 2, 1, beginning with the system app. So the S5 jumps ahead early. Let's get out of there. Let's come back out. Let's go into calculator. Looks like the Huawei Ascend XT took that 1, 1. Let's go into clock. Looks like the XT, maybe S5 slightly ahead. I'm gonna give that to the S5, 2, 1. Let's come back out, let's go into phone. Looks like the S5, so the S5 up 3, 1. Let's go into the settings. Looks like the S5 up 4, 1. Let's go into the camera here and see which one gets there first. Looks like the S5 took that as well. So we are up 4, 1 on the S5. So the S5 is taking the XT to school, but let's see about the whole third-party applications. And EMUI 4.1 is on the XT, which is like TouchWiz. It does put some layering over Android, making it a little bit slower. So the S5 took it to the Play Store as well. Let's go home. Now, this is kind of expected because it's a higher processor phone, a higher clocked processor. So it looks like the S5 beat it on Instagram. So the S5 is actually whooping on the XT right now in this speed test. I wasn't expecting this, as this has an octa-core and this is a quad-core, but this is a higher powered device either way. So this just to show you that these budget phones, while they are good values, yesteryear flagships might be a better value than these newer cheap Android phones. So let's go ahead and come out of here. And you can see Temple Run 2 did load up quicker on the S5. I'm not going to play it that much more. Let's come over here, and you've seen a little bit of lag there on the XT. So the XT, while it's a good performer, it's not the best performer I've ever seen. It's just an okay performer. Let's go into the YouTube app, but it's definitely not horrible. It's not something that pisses me off. It's not a phone that I can't use because it's not that good. It's definitely a everyday, daily driving phone. It'll do just fine in performance. It's just not blazing fast. Let's go over into the videos, and you can see about the same in terms of the scrolling and going through things here. Not much different there. The S5 does have quicker scrolling, however. So let's go home here. Let's go into play music on both devices. Let's come out of there. Looks like the S5 won that one. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious to see which device is quicker here. I didn't think the S5 was gonna be this much quicker, and this is actually the first time I tested them, and I just wanted to test them out because I thought that this Huawei Ascend XT was a really good performer, but it looks like the S5 just took the Huawei Ascend XT to school. Which phone would I recommend? Honestly, just as the app speed showed, I would recommend the S5 over the XT if you do want a more powerful device. However, I would recommend the XT if you want better battery life and you want a bigger screen for multimedia experience and you don't want to spend as much on a smartphone. I would say the XT is the better value, but the S5 is definitely the better phone. So let's go over here and look at the multitasking. A little bit smoother multitasking on the S5. So Android Marshmallow did add quite a bit of speed to the S5 when they went ahead and updated that. A lot of people say the S5 gets slow. I haven't experienced much slowness at all on the S5, to be honest with you. And yeah, still a pretty decent phone. Huawei Ascend XT is a great little budget phone. It's just not stacking up to this flagship right here, and that was proven here. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up the speed test comparison of the Samsung Galaxy S5 versus the Huawei Ascend XT. If you guys enjoyed this video, you guys know what to do. Click the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. Share this with anybody interested. And remember, when you watch these videos over here, we're always just trying to help you out and have the best technology experience you can to increase your life experience in the world of technology. If you're wondering where I got this case, I'll try to find it for you and link it down below. This is the Jared Leto Joker case for the Samsung Galaxy S5 here. Looks pretty sweet. And yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up. Comment your thoughts down below, which phone you like better, which phone you're gonna go with. I'd like to chat with you about that. Have a great day wherever you are. Be sure to be well. This was Nick here, and peace.